Yeah, I'm just running it to get the oil circulating like I normally do. For the first run anyway. First time spindle's been running today. I'd like to make sure that the oil is circulating around. That should be good. Let's see, I think I'm going to run it at 1,000. How's that? I want to see how it shakes. Oh, that's fine. First thing I want to do is face the end off. Touch. And we'll take about 10th off. I think it's cleaned up far enough because the first diameter is going to be a 5/16 diameter. Okay. A tool. I'm going to bring this in and just kind of eyeball it off of the center line of that. It's got to go up. Up some more. What I'm doing is looking at the center mark. Up some more. That's pretty good right there. Alright. I went back and took a shot of the view and put the dimensions on that I needed. So, what I need at 250, I believe. So I still don't have the right dimension down here. I'll have to figure it out. That's okay. So what I have is 118 for that first step. And the second step is 79. So that's 17, 9, 190. I get a 197. Alright, well let's just double check that back. The overall is 512. I'm just double checking. 512 out to the end, and then to that, what we want left is a 315. So it'll be 5, 7, 10, there'd be 9, or it'd be 197. So I get a 197. So we want to turn a diameter of 787, 197 back. So I'm going to come over here, bring this in and touch. Looks like I got to tilt my tool a little bit. Get the right Allen wrench here. Just turn my quick change just a tad. All right. Should work now. All right. Let's set my travel dial. To 0. And we want to go over, what did I say, 197? Yep, 197. 197. 7. And I'm just going to plunge in right there. And we want to go to a diameter of 787. Boy, have I heard that number many a time in my lifetime. 767, 787, 777. You know, numbers that you hear over and over if you work it where I was working. So we gotta go 1, 2. I'm gonna go 300. I'm gonna take a 300th thou cut. Let's zero my dial out here. 1, 2, and that's 300 thousandths. Go to 197. 90, 5, 6, 7. That cut it kind of nice. 787. We're at 875. So we want to go 75. 85. I want to go about 85 thou. 20, 40, 60, 80, 5, and I'm going to zero my dial. A little warmer today outside. It's up to 25. I think that was a high yesterday, 25. Okay, so we're at 794. So on 9, what about 5, 9, about 9,000. This diameter, I'm not sure what this diameter does for us. I think it's a non-functional diameter. I don't think it does anything. I don't think that diameter really does anything other than look for looks. So that's why I'm just using the calipers. Otherwise, I wouldn't be using the calipers on the diameter on the lathe. I'd be using the mic, but it's a diameter that's I'll go. I'm gonna go over here and look. Yeah, it doesn't do anything. It's just a spacer diameter, basically. So I'm going to zero my dial here, go in there and then feed out. Alright. Alright, next diameter is same thing. It's really not a functional diameter. So we will go. That's down to a 315, and that's 118. Okay, so we're at 787, 767, 757. No, wait a minute. What are you doing? 0 is at 787. 100 would be 687. 100 would be 587. And then another 100 would be 487. So we should be at 487 here, and we want to go 118. 0. $100, 10, 18. And that is supposed to be a 315. And we are at 487. So we'll go another 100. Go 150. I'm gonna go 150. So all right. We are at 330, 334. About 18,000. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. I'm going to zero that again here. We'll go in my 118 and feed out. Tool out. We're gonna drill and ream a hole. And that hole is going to be a 187 and 250 deep. Take my indicator out of there. Come on. My wrist has been hurting this morning. My wrist has been hurting, and I made a kind of a crash landing beside my truck. Fell on my butt. I had a hell of a time getting up. I was thinking, geez, I should have had my phone with. I almost thought I had to dial 911 because I couldn't get back up. It's not funny. Anyway, I didn't think I hurt myself, but boy, right here, whew. My wrist, it really hurts. Help, I've fallen and I can't get up. Sad to say that we're getting to that age. Alright, enough of that. I want a press fit for a 5/16 here. This is the shaft, the rotor blade will ride on, it'll get pressed into there. So, I made a few changes to the drawing, or for the way it's made, so. Made a few different changes. They had bushings. I'm going with bearings. So it's, I want to go about 200 thou deep. One, two, and go a little bit more. Just for a reamer. Let's get through there. Well, I might as well leave this drill out because we're going to be needing it on the other side. 5/16 reamer. Three 12.5. Slow the RPM down. We are running at 1,000. I'm going to drop it down to 600. Drop it down to 600. Oh, not these. I went with 5/16, 3/16. Yeah, I mean, would have been hard to ram that in that hole. This is better. Would have been hard to ram that one in that hole. Good thing I caught it, right? Being that spud is on your that size. All right. So I want to go in with 200 thou. 1, 2. All right. Now, first side is done. I should get I'm going to get a chamfer tool though, and just put a slight chamfer on those. I had one set up here somewhere. Well, I'll take this one out and put a chamfer tool in. Got several of these. This one looks like it's sharp. That I ground up over the years. Some of them at different angles. Alright. Come in here. And I'm just going to put, 15 to 20 thou chamfer on it. On the edges. Drop her down. Drop the height down. Ooh. A little too far. All right, so now we can flip it around to do the other side. I could go in there with a part off blade, I guess. That total, so I know where the saw at. Yeah, now I'll just scribe a mark on there and cut it and bring it back and chuck it in. I'll actually chuck it in a 5/16 collet here on this little spud and cut it down to length. So we want to just loosen up 2, flip it end for end. I'm going to keep this back here I'm just going to flip it that way and retighten. And I'm going to call it actually good enough because it should be good enough. So I'll just take that out, flip it like that. Actually, I'm going to hit this with a file. All right, flip it like that, push it back in. Should be damn close, if not dialed in. Okay, face off the end again. I had to order some bandsaw blades. I broke my bandsaw blade yesterday and put my last one I had on hand on. I'll get this back up to 1,000 RPM. I'm going to crank it into it. Turn thou. Lock my carry. Change tools. Touch. Zero my travel dial. And what did I say? 197. 197. And actually I'm going 95, leaving a couple thou to clean it up when I come out. And I'm going to plunge in right there again. Drawing over here. Yeah, I could have got blades at our local Menards, but it's a brand of bandsaw blade that I've never used. They sell Olson brand with 14 teeth, and I wanted 10 because that's what I've been running in my saw is a 10 tooth. And I like Starrett blades, so I ordered another 3-pack of blades. This last blade I broke, if I was good at, I did make a little fixture for it, but I haven't been having any luck at silver soldering them back together. So, wish I had a blade welder, but I went and looked to see what blade welders cost. They're around $700 to $1,200, so more than what I could buy a lot of blades for that. So I guess I'll just continue to buy blades. But like I say, this last blade I broke, I don't know why it broke. It's sharp yet. There's nothing wrong with it. But I guess it was just, it's time to go. Now what diameter was that? Too busy yakking, forgot what diameter I'm looking at. I am looking at 787 diameter. So I can go 1, 2. I can go 300 thou again. I'll go 250. 250. 250 sounds like a good number. 1, 2. And 50. $100. 90. 787. When I first started out there, I think it was the 747 was just starting. I think did a lot of 747 stuff, and then pretty soon it was the 757, and then yeah, when I left, it was the Dreamliner. Did a lot of stuff for military too. 850 we're at. So we want to go 50, 60, 63, right? Like I said, it's non-functional diameters. So both of these diameters are really non-functional. The only the functional is the 3/16 hole that I ream in. All right, we're gonna call this one good. Yeah, I want to say to me, the most famous thing that I worked on was the forward swept wing. I can't remember what the number was. X15. All right. Anyway, there was only 2 of them made, and we made the canards and tail section, and I laid fiberglass for that tail section. We only made 2 of them. One of them is in the Smithsonian. NASA has the other one. So kind of proud of that. Made a lot of cruise missile stuff. Bradley fighting unit stuff. Alright, so now we want to go 118. And we want to go 5/16 diameter. Yeah, I'll take my first cut there. 118. 100, 10, 15. I don't know where we're at because I just eyeballed a good cut and cut it. We want 315. We are at 455. So we want to go 110, 20, about 140. There's 100 and there's 140. 118. There's 100. 18, back out. Good enough. Get the chamfer tool right away. Put chamfers on. Center drill. I put the center drill away, I don't know why. Guess I thought it was done with it. Okay, now I can put it away. Okay, I cut it in half. So I got 2 halves here. Now I want to mill this down to 315. So we'll put them in there. One on that side, and one on this side. Okay. Make sure and then we'll just take and snug the vise up a little bit, and we'll go. Just take 35. I got two parallels sitting on both sides of that spud that we turned on the lathe. I'm just gonna grab a mic. I'm gonna leave them in there. I think I can get in there on this side here and get a reading. We're shooting for a 315. And we are at 369 is where we're at. 369, and we want to go to 315. So 54 thou. Okay, so we'll take 54 thou here. 30, 40, 54. 54. Oh, my vice handle's kind of in the way, isn't it? Over here. Back up a little bit. Alright, there we go. The 54th thou cut. That should be a finish cut. That should be the size now. And measure it. We want 315 here. Oh, we're not even close. What did I do wrong here? We are at 370. Must have read my mic wrong. Imagine that. Same thing? Yep. 370. We are at 370. I definitely read my mic wrong. How could I do that? Alright, no problem. We didn't go undersized. Alright, we're at 370. So, 370, and we want to go to 315. 55 thou. 55 thou from where we're at. Alright. I can handle that. Okay, so here goes the 55. Now, hopefully a finish pass. Then we'll set it up and poke the holes. All right. 315 this time. Well, now we're just we're 5 thou under. We're at 310. That's okay though. We're going to put the holes in the center of it anyway. This one must have been down. I must have had a chip under it on the parallel or something, because this one's right. So that's the 5 thou shorter. But that's okay. That won't hurt. I'm going to deburr them and then get set up for poking holes. I'll be back.